Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for being here. So I'm continuing my Northern Lights series, all inspired by the wonder themselves. So a colour palette and a technique that I think you'll enjoy. Now, I normally use paint and water for blowouts, but today I'm using a pouring medium because I don't want any cells in my piece. So this is about blowing out and keeping block colour rather than creating any cells or lacing. So I'm excited for this. It's on a smaller canvas, but I think it's going to be just great. So let's see what we can create. So this is my standard colour palette for my Northern Lights series, and I'm mixing up the brands of paint that I'm using because I'm really drawn to the colours. So I'm using 3 by Pebeo. I've got a Dale Rowney one here, along with a Winsor & Newton. I'm loving the green tones. And then I've got a couple by Amsterdam, and then 3 tones by Arteza. So the black that I'm using is Lamp Black by Amsterdam. Please check out the description box. I've listed all my colours, all my brands and my ratios for the recipes as well in that description box. My blow dryer, also listed in the description box, is always on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. And this is about the first step of any process when I do a base coat. It's about ensuring that I blow out that base coat or tilt that paint across the canvas to a consistent layer. So I'm now going to add one colour at a time, and I'm puddling this in the centre of the canvas. This is going to be ready for when I blow that black paint across those colours and then fan out that paint to a composition that I really like. But what I would say is just take your time with this process, one step at a time. Don't worry about that end result, that kind of creation that you're going to make at the end. Just immerse yourself in this process and enjoy your creativity, because that's one thing that I really love about art and creativity. It's about being very aware of your current state of mind and your present moment, and don't forget to have fun. All my colours are down, but I'm just going to use my torch to pop any air bubbles that have been created in that mixing process. I just place the torch above that paint and just slowly torch the bubbles until they pop. Okay, so that's the colours down. I'm going to blow it from one direction across and then fan it out. My blow dryer, as I said, is always on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. And now it's about the composition, blowing that paint out across the canvas, watching the direction of paint, how that paint infuses together, and deciding how much paint colour you want in contrast to the black negative space. When I witnessed the Northern Lights, there were times when the lights were really bright and vibrant, and then other times where it kind of had that wispy effect where it moulded and faded into the darker sky. So that's something that I really want to create in all of my pieces. I really want that vibrancy of colour, the vibrancy that I witnessed that night, but also to allow those colours to fade into the background, creating those whispery effects. And I'm going to get that when I mix that with my base colour. And a lot of my creations will obviously be a black or a very dark blue base colour. But you can see that I'm attempting that technique here by just blowing some of that green directly from the middle, fanning out across the canvas and allowing that black paint to really infuse with that green to create different tones of that same colour and to create those shadowy and light effects. Don't ever be scared to pause your process, take a step back and really take a look at the piece. And that's when you'll probably decide to change the overall composition. And you can see here that I decided to push that paint that was in that corner and edge right from the surface area down the edges. I step back and really have a look at that effect. And then I tweak to the composition that I'm happy with. I also spot a lump of paint that I really do want to take out because that will affect the drying process in terms of the overall look once it's dry. I didn't want a piece of paint sticking out from the base. So I just remove it and then gently blow over the paint in that area, and that should solve that issue when it goes to dry. So I'm happy with this. I'm just going to tidy up my edges and then I'm going to take you in for a closer look at the wet and the dry version. What I really love about this piece in particular is those infusions of colour, how they've remained vibrant, and I just love that block colour in the middle and how it goes out to a whispery edge on the outer edges of the canvas. If you're enjoying my videos, please give them a thumbs up, give them a like, share them out if you can. That really helps me get seen by other people that might be interested in my artwork and my art techniques that don't yet follow my channel on YouTube. So a big thank you for doing that. I'm going to let this dry and I'm now going to take you in to see the dry version. And wow, I love how it's dried. I love how those colours have remained blocked and solid, but also allowing those infusions of colours to kind of merge together. It's that balance of those colours mixed with the negative background of the black colour, and then the infusion of those colours creating different tones as they've been blown out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great week ahead. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I really hope you're starting to enjoy this Northern Lights experience with me. It was magical to see in person, and I'm having so much fun creating different pieces to reflect the experience that I've had. And remember, if there's a technique you'd love me to experiment with, then please let me know in the comments below. Have a great week everyone, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.